ॐ अजाय नमः। ॐ अव्ययाय नमः। ॐ अविनाशिने नमः। ॐ अचिन्त्याय नमः। ॐ अप्रमेयाय नमः। ॐ अद्वितीयाय नमः। ॐ अनिकेताय नमः। ॐ अनुशासनप्रियाय नमः। ॐ अन्तर्यामिने नमः। ॐ अन्तर्यामिने नमः। ॐ आनन्दाय नमः। ॐ आत्मस्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ आङ्ग्लभाषाविदुत्तमाय नमः। ॐ ईश्वराय नमः। ॐ उदारहृदयाय नमः। ॐ उत्साहवर्धकाय नमः। ॐ एकस्मै नमः। ॐ ओङ्कारविदे नमः। ॐ करुणासागराय नमः। ॐ कर्मपरायणाय नमः। ॐ कालातीताय नमः। ॐ कैवल्यस्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ कृदात्मने नमः। ॐ कृतकृत्याय नमः। ॐ गीताज्ञानयज्ञप्रचारकाय नमः। ॐ गुरवे नमः। ॐ गुणातीताय नमः। ॐ ग्रन्थकृते नमः। ॐ चिन्मयाय नमः। ॐ छिन्नसंशयाय नमः। ॐ जगदात्मने नमः। ॐ जगत्साक्षिणे नमः। ॐ जनप्रियाय नमः। ॐ जितेन्द्रियाय नमः। ॐ जीवब्रह्मैक्यविदे नमः। ॐ जीवन्मुक्ताय नमः। ॐ जीर्णमन्दिरोद्धारकाय नमः। ॐ तपोवनशिष्याय नमः। ॐ तपस्विने नमः। ॐ तापनाशनाय नमः। ॐ तीर्थस्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ तेजस्विने नमः। ॐ देहातीताय नमः। ॐ द्वन्द्वातीताय नमः। ॐ दृढनिश्चयाय नमः। ॐ धर्मसंस्थापकाय नमः। ॐ धीमते नमः। ॐ धीराय नमः। ॐ धैर्यप्रदाय नमः। ॐ नारायणाय नमः। ॐ निजानन्दाय नमः। ॐ निरपेक्षाय नमः। ॐ निःस्पृहाय नमः। ॐ निरुपमाय नमः। ॐ निर्विकल्पाय नमः। ॐ नित्याय नमः। ॐ निरञ्जनाय नमः। ॐ परमाय नमः। ॐ परब्रह्मणे नमः। ॐ पावनाय नमः। ॐ पावकाय नमः। ॐ पुरुषोत्तमाय नमः। ॐ प्रसन्नात्मने नमः। ॐ फलासक्तिरहिताय नमः। ॐ बहुभक्ताय नमः। ॐ बन्धमोचकाय नमः। ॐ ब्रह्मनिष्ठाय नमः। ॐ ब्रह्मपराय नमः। ॐ भयनाशनाय नमः। ॐ भारतगौरवाय नमः। ॐ भूम्ने नमः। ॐ Vishakaya Namah. Om Maharshaye Namah. Om Madhurasvabhavaya Namah. Om Manoharaya Namah. Om Mahatmane Namah. Om Medavine Namah. Om Yadatmane Namah. Om Yajnakrite Namah. Om Lokaprasiddhaya Namah. Om Vagmine Namah. Om Vibhave Namah. Om Vinodapriyaya Namah. Om Vinayashilaya Namah. Om Itaragaya Namah. Om Vedanta Vedyaya Namah. Om Shantaya Namah. Om Shanti Pradaya Namah. Om Shastrodharakaya Namah. Om Shuddha Sattvaya Namah. Om Shuddhiparagaya Namah. Om Shrotriyaya Namah. Om Sannyasine Namah. Om Samabuddhaye Namah. Om Satchidanandaya Namah. Om Sarvahita Chintakaya Namah. Om Satya Sankalpaya Namah. Om Santushtaya Namah. Om Sadhave Namah. Om Sumanase Namah. Om Suhrute Namah. Om Swayam Jyotishe Namah. Om Sthita Prajnaya Namah. Om Kshama-shilaya Namah. Om Jnana-murtaye Namah. Om Jnana-yogine Namah. Om Jnana-triptaya Namah. Om Nitya-shuddha-buddha-mukta-swarupaya Namah. Om Nitya-shuddha-buddha-mukta-swarupaya Namah. Om Nitya-shuddha-buddha-mukta-swarupaya Namah. Om Sri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namah. Om Sri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namah. First of all, thanks to the host for organizing this. We are seeing the various names of Pujya Gurudev on his 25th Mahasamadhi year. And we are in the 67th name. That means 66 names are being explained. The 66th name was Bandha-mochakaya Namaha. Bandha-mochaka means not Modaka. Modaka only words remember. Mochaka means one who muktim karoti idi mochaka. One who releases from what? Bandhat, from bondage. Not band-aid. So what we do is only band-aid actually. What does the band-aid do? If there is an injury somewhere, band-aid is just a healer.
Temporary fix.
Temporary healer. So we always do take care of many problems of our life as a immediate solution. Like you go to a doctor with some kind of disease or sickness, symptomatic treatment. What are the symptoms? He or she will look at it and then a treatment for that. But the actual ailment remains. So that is why it is said, please switch off all your phones. They are all making a lot of noise. In Ayurveda, they say, we don't treat the sickness, we treat the patient. The patient must become strong enough to fight by himself or herself. And thereafter, that particular disease should not come at all. It is not, now it is not there, tomorrow it will come again, and tomorrow you come and I will give you medicine again. That is not the point. What is the cause of the problem and how to eradicate from the root itself. In the same way, there are many different problems that come to our life. What is the fundamental problem? That is to be understood. Because fundamental problem is mainly mental problem. There's no fun in that. That's why it's fundamental. It's basically a problem of wrong thinking. Vedanta says bondage is not external. Bondage is not physical. Bondage is psychological only. When you say I am attached to my wife or attached to my car, attached to my dog, are you physically attached to it? Though the experience of attachment is physical. Our attachment is not physical. Our attachment is more of association in the form of thoughts and emotions. So you have your child married and she lives in some other part of the world. Your mind is constantly thinking about it. Physically you are far away. Mind is constantly going there. Oh, what is she doing? What is he doing? What is dog also? I hope the dog is eaten. I kept the food and came. You cannot call and find out, no? At least if there is a human, you can call and find out. What about the dog? So mind is constantly troubled and agitated. And here is one who would tell us more about it if you want to. It's a psychiatrist. They make a lot of money because of our bondage.
Yeah.
You understand? Because of our bondage, they make money. So, the point is, Bandha Mochaka means one who is making us think right. And, it is not like a mathematical problem where, okay, this, therefore the solution is this. It is not a standard answer worked out by your teacher or somebody else you copy from. You cannot copy it. He has a problem and I have a similar problem, therefore the solution is the same. No, it doesn't work like that. Each one's problem is so unique. And therefore, each one's solution is also unique. The teacher can only guide. The person has to find the solution. That's why Bhagavan Krishna also says that I have told you whatever you need to understand. Atmana Atmanam Uddharet. You have to lift yourself by yourself. Na Atmanam Avasadayet. Don't bring you down. Don't get depressed. Atmaiva Atmanaha Bandhuhu. Your own mind is your friend if you know how to handle it. Atmaiva Ripuhu Atmanaha. If you don't know how to handle your mind, that is the greatest enemy. So the bondage is associated mainly with the mind. Manayeva Manushyanam Karanam Bandha Mokshayoho. This is a declaration of the Upanishad. This is a declaration of the Gita and all. Now if you take Ramayana also, the problem was what? Dasharatha's attachment. Even he was able to give up his son and give up his life out of attachment. Ravana's greed, Ravana's passion towards Sita, that is again the mind, and that brought an end to himself. If you look at all the things, all over, whether it is history or literature, you will find the havoc the mind creates. Unbelievable. You don't need to go so far away. Look around. President of a country, or a prime minister of a country, or governor of the state, MP, UP, not MP, MP or senator, and then councilman. Everybody in position, power, everybody is a victim to the same thing. So the bondage is not something physical. Physically it may have the expressions, but essentially it is the mind which binds. So then the release from that is through right thinking, as I said. And the right thinking is not standard. It is individually one has to evolve. To evolve oneself to correct thinking, one must have the right goal in mind. The right goal in mind. And because our mind has so many different attractions and attachments, it is unable to fulfill that in one lifetime. Therefore, it has to come back again and again and take another birth. And then again another birth. Why? Because the one set of desires are fulfilled, new set of desires have already crept in. So for that, one has to come back again. And while that, again more. While that, endless. So rebirth is considered as an expression of bondage. The bondage is continuing for lives together in the form of we happen to come for lives and lives after lives. So therefore, usually it is said, moksha is na punarjanma. Moksha or release really means there is no more rebirth. Punarjanmana vidyate. Krishna also says, one who has become released is one who has no more rebirth. What does it mean? Meaning he has no more desire for which he has to come back. There is no more desire for him to fulfill anymore. So therefore, there is no need for any more birth. There is one reason for that. Second reason is, with the desire, what karma that we have done, action we have done, that has to give its result. And that to receive the result, we have to come back again also. So there are two purposes for our coming back to another life. One, to further experience the desires which we have not fulfilled. Result of actions that we have done, to receive the results, again we have to come. So two things have to be taken care, and these two are the bondage. Karma and kama. What are those two? Kama, the desire, karma, the action or result of action. Because of there is a desire, we are engaged in karma also. Otherwise, what is the need? Any action presupposes a desire to do the action. Any action presupposes the desire to get the result of that action. So desire is the mula karana. Desire is the mula karana. Karma is only a means to fulfill that very karma. So boils down to kama. That is desire. So long as long as the kama is there, as our Swami Chinmayanandaji used to say, kama is there, Rama would not come there. Jahan pe Ram ho gaya, काम नहीं होगा. If kama is there, filled in your heart, then Ram के लिए धाम नहीं होगा. Ram has no abode where there is a kama. So then, desire, how can we remove? Some people say desire is the one which makes us keep going every day from one situation to another situation, one day to another day. What pushes us from one level to another is only desire. If one is no desire, then there is no intention to work. That's what happens to the youngsters also. Why are you not working? I don't have any desire. But I will open the mouth 2-3 times a day, food should come in. That desire is there. Sustain to live, that desire is there. But we are not talking about sustenance of in a life, but karma in the form of various, hidden intentions, hidden desires that are there within us, which will come up on the opportune time. You may not even know when it will come. So those desires cannot be overcome unless we realize that all desires are meant for to make us happier than before. Correct? Nobody desires anything to become more unhappy. So now karma is also further boiled down to seeking for happiness. See, if you have bought an iPhone 10X or something, whatever, right? iPhone 10 is the latest? Huh?
Yeah.
Latest, okay. So, until the new brand comes, you are happy. When your friend or a neighbor or a cousin brother shows the next version, you'll become unhappy. It so happens nowadays, by the time you come from the store to home, new brand has come. You thought that you have bought the latest. By the time you come home and switch on the TV, new brand. Oh my God. So what do I do now? By the middle of the year, 2019 model cars have already started. New brand. 18, abhi tak, and half of that is not over, and 2019 has come. So what does it mean? Even if the desires are fulfilled, I am still unhappy. Is the desire really had served any purpose? So unhappiness continues. So they have further come down to Ananda. The final fulfillment, the joy, unless one finds out what it is, desire will never end. Desire will never end, action will never end. Action never ends, rebirth won't end. Rebirth won't end, bondage won't end. So that is the logic. To end the bondage, meaning to end the punarjanma. To end the punarjanma means to end the karma. To end karma means to end kama. To end kama means you have to find what is the cause of unhappiness. The cause of unhappiness is inability to discover everlasting joy, Ananda. So what is Ananda? Or where the Ananda is? First of all, what is, and then where it is. So then, Anandam Brahme Divyajanat. Ananda Swarup is Brahman. Brahma Swarupa is Ananda. So, even if you take it as an hypothesis, let us say Brahman is Ananda. Let us say. We do not know, but let us say. What is it and where is it? So it is said that it is not something. It is you. It is you where there is no mind. Never mind. No, that's what it matters here. It is true that every one of us enjoy a glimpse of it in sleep where there is no mind. This rings even in the night. Will you not wake up? So when you in the sleep, even if that rings, you won't listen. That means what? There's no listener. So when you say Alexa, is there Alexa?
We have one.
Okay. So it listens, right? And that's why the creepy thing is, if you say something and it says yes, so which means it listens even before that. So when you are fast asleep, if I call you out, if you listen and respond, then you are not asleep. Even I call you out also, you don't respond. Not that you have plugged your ears with some headphone or anything. That means you are not even there. That's why I say gone to sleep. Meaning what? Is not there. So if that clock has to make a sound, and if you are to listen to every half an hour or whatever, then that means you have a jet lag. Jet lag meaning you are not sleeping. Only in the daytime you sleep, night you are awake. So many sounds are coming. Ding, ding. Now, if you in the night, you are not able to, you are not disturbed by anything, any sound that comes, which means you are not there. But at the end of the sleep, when you say, I slept so well and I'm so happily I slept, when you are not there, who is going to be happy there? So you are there, but something in you is not there, which is now present. Which is present listening to everything. So that means the mind which is now operative, which is demanding everything for its own happiness, which is what is making us do everything, and which is what is the cause of our rebirth, which is the bondage. That very mind which is making all this is absent in sleep. In which absence we are not unhappy. So the analysis shows that when the mind is not, we discover something which we are. When the mind is present, we forget what we are. It's not something new that happens. In the absence, something becomes evident. In his presence, something starts becoming hidden. That means mind overpowers it, as though it's like a cloud overpowering the sunlight. Not necessarily. The cloud cannot touch, but from our vision it becomes hidden. Ganachanna markam, ganachanna drishtihi. Because of the cloud coming in between our vision and the sunlight, therefore there is absence of sunlight. Not the sunlight is absent. In the same way, that Ananda Atma, the Ananda Paramatma is within us as we are, but because of the overwhelming presence of the mind, we are unable to discover its presence. We forget. The one who does not forget, one who remains in that condition ever, is Brahma-nishtaaya. Understand that word? Nishtha means Nidaram Sthitihi, continuous abidance. So that is why the Upanishad said a student should go to such a teacher who is Brahma-nishtaaya and Shrotriya, one who has learned the scriptures properly from his teacher and also abiding in the truth, he alone can guide. Sagurumeva vigachet Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam. One cannot just be a scholar. A scholar also knows. He has also learned. But he is not a Brahmanishta. He has not experienced it. So what happens? His words will not have that weight. It does not have the strength of experience. Somebody else may have the strength of experience but does not have the words to explain. That is also there. There are people who may be experiencing the great joy of Ananda of Brahma, but since they have not learned the scriptures, they do not have the vocabulary to explain that. Like a child is also happy. Why are you happy? If the child, you ask, hey, it will go away. It does not have the vocabulary to tell you what it is. So, Brahma-nishtaaya. That's why Gita says, Ihaiva tairjita sargaha, yesham samye sthitam manaha, nirdosham hi samam brahma, tasmad brahmani te sthitaha. Te Brahmani stitaha. They are abiding in that Brahman. Nirdosham hi samam Brahma. Dosharahita. Samam Brahma. That Brahman which a Mahatma enjoys as Ananda Swarupa in himself is same in all. So therefore a Mahatma does not think that I have it and you don't have it. No. I have it, you equally have it, but you don't know. That's all it is. So the role of a Mahatma is to teach how to discover that. Not that he is going to give you anything. Whereas a scholar will be very afraid to give. Why? Because his job will be in trouble. If I give you everything, then you will become me. Then I will be jobless. So he will not do that. And he does not know it is basically because it's not his own experience. And iha eva taihi sargaha jitaha. By them alone, this sarga means punarjanma. Jitaha, conquered. Only they can conquer the punarjanma. Yesham samye stitam manaha. On those minds have remained same. So, when a Brahma-nishta, a person who has realized Brahman with oneself, in oneself, when he comes to operate in the world, his mind no more looks at differences. Our mind is constantly looking at differences because we have not found anything common. Even if you have found common, it will be in a section of people. Let us say if I am a Maharashtrian, then among the Maharashtrian, I feel same. If I am of a particular status in my society, I feel same with those people. People who are above me, then I feel a little unhappy about it. Or if I am low, among the people who are lesser in the status, then I will be proud about it. So the mind always looks for differences. Whereas a person who has discovered the oneness, then such a one who has found that in everyone the same, such a mind can no more see any differences between caste and color and creed and status and region and religion, gender, species, jati, niti, kula, gotra, durakam. And such an individual alone can remain in that condition of being same and being joyful at all times. So that sameness, that is samye sthitam. Na prahirshet priyam prapya, no dvijet prapya cha apriyam. Stira buddhihi asammudaha. Brahmavid Brahmani stitha. Again, Brahma sthiti is where such an individual does not get exhilarated over anything positively happening or gaining something which he desires, nor will he get depressed when he does not get what he desires. Naprahirshet priyam prapya. He does not become exhilarated when he gets what he wants or what he feels dear. Now udvijet does not get agitated. Prapya cha apriyam. When unwanted things happen in his life. Sthira buddhi. Why he has gained that sthirata, that steadiness. Asammudaha, undeluded. Brahmavit. Brahmanistitaha. So when we thus look at a Mahatma without this understanding, how is or what is happening in his mind and why that individual is called a Mahatma. Many people do not study the scriptures and go and worship Mahatma. I mean, it will be just like a custom there. For him it's a custom anyway. Custom, they put flowers, they arati, why? When we do not understand what the scriptures declare as the state of mind of a Mahatma, We only do all the customs. It is like, you ask that question, what is that? If you do not know, will you worship? You will. When? When everybody does that. It is said in India, one place, they have put a particular mouse, a mouse, standing outside a temple. It is a mouse with as a hand like this, a hole inside. That's for putting trash.
Yeah.
Just to put a trash. But what people have done, put chandan, kumkum, arati, and I'm not even joking. It is true. I saw the video.
I saw that.
It's a trash. Just to make sure that it doesn't look like a trash, they put a mouse-like thing and then standing like this. They put the trash here. Now, why are you worshipping? Everybody does that. Oh, why are you going to Mahatma for what? What he really wants all of us is to know, and he wants us to live to his state, to enjoy that experience. It is like if you are going to a music concert and there is a musician, all right, what is his purpose? To lift you to the joy of listening to that music, right? Now, he is trying to make the audience to come up to that level of experience. But instead of that, you go and put garland on him and all those things. And listen to the music. Similarly, a Mahatma will be more than happy if people lift themselves to that level. So Gurudev, when people ask him, Swamiji, bless me. Bless yourself, he will say. Bless yourself. Learn the knowledge. Don't fall at the feet unnecessarily. Just learn. So the intention of a Mahatma is to make us get released from bondage. And the symptom of that what? The expression of it is what? Na prahrishchet priyam prapya. He does not get excited over things that are going in his way, nor will he ever get depressed for things not happening the way he wants. Sthira buddhihi asammudaha brahmavit Brahma-nishtaaya. And the joy that a Mahatma experiences, only he knows. How much ever a person, anybody else will explain it, it is only from our standpoint. So if somebody says, oh, that food is fantastic, it is so tasty, whatever that person says, the judgment of it is really from your standpoint. Correct? How much ever be the experience of an individual, anybody else outside can only know it from one's own standpoint. I was with somebody and he was explaining the most tastiest fish available in that region. Now, how much ever he explains, I will never be able to appreciate that. Why? I never had one. And I am not intending to have also. So I will explain, okay, let it be so. But I will never be able to, and I will wonder how they even eat that with that smell. How can they not have that smell while eating that? Anyway, those who eat, let them know. So it is said that whatever we experience with respect to the world outside, much more is the experience of every 15 minutes, is it? Bahya sparsheshu asaktatma vindati atmani yat sukham sab brahma yoga yuktatma sukham akshayam ashnute. Akshayam sukham ashnute. Akshayam means kshayarahitam. Endless. A never decaying akshayam sukham ashnute. When? So, bahya sparsheshu asaktatma. See, what we experience is coming in contact with the world outside. Bahya sparsha. Bahya sparsha means contact. So what we experience is only those which are experienced by our senses or the mind when it comes in contact with external things. But Bahya Sparsheshu Asakta Atma, one who is not attached to any external contacts. Such a person, he who enjoys Atmani Yat Sukham Vindate, one who discovered his joy within himself. Sa Brahma Yoga Yukta. That one is called Brahma-nishtaaya. He doesn't need any external thing to make him happy, which we lack and we are deprived of. If we are not given what we want, or if we are given nothing, how miserable we become. Huh? What we are enjoying when it is taken away, how miserable we'll become. Understand that is then dependency. That means a thing has to be there for making us unhappy. When the thing is not there, we are miserable. And why it is so? Because his clear understanding is Yehi samsparshaja bhogaha dukkha yonayevati. All things that are all experiences or joy born out of contact of the senses with the world is a source of pain. It's not a negative statement, but a statement of fact which we don't accept. Therefore, it looks negative. As I said, even if somebody says the glory of fish and I don't accept, when I don't accept, it looks like for him it's a negative. But I don't accept. So, yehi samsparshaja bhogaha dukkha yonayevate. Adi antavanta kaunteya nateshu ramate putaha. Why it is dukkham? Because adi antavanta. Because it has a beginning and it has an end. Anything that has a beginning and an end is a source of pain. How? Because when it ends, it's a pain. Right? Any cruise you go or vacation you go, Swamiji, it will end, right? Amma, it will end. What else? You think it will be eternal? Everything ends. You watching a movie, it's the end. End of joy. End of anything will cause pain. Adi antavanta kaunteya. Nateshu ramate buddha. Men of intelligence won't revel in that. So anything that is born out of contact will have pain. Therefore, they seek that which is never as a beginning, never it has any end. And that needs to be oneself only. Everything else is outside. Only one's own self is beginningless, endless. For the simple logic is you will never experience your own absence. Have you experienced your own absence? Huh? If you have experienced your own, the logic is like this. If you have experienced your own absence, there are 2-3 ways I can tell you about that. When do you know that you are absent? Only when you wake up? Huh? Have you ever experienced your own absence? Let us say a person is in coma. Somebody would say, I was a person in coma, he doesn't even know that is. All right. How do you know that he is not experiencing his absence? You have not talked to him or her. He may be present listening to all what you are saying, but won't respond. Non-response cannot be considered as absence. Like your teenager with the non-response does not that is absent. He is present only. Not listening to you, that's all. If you say, I have experienced my own absence, when you present, then you have to tell me, no? Anyway, then you think about it. So I can never be absent. Ahamasmi sadavami kadachinnaham apriyaha. Very clearly says, I will never become absent. So only thing that has no adi anta is Brahma Swarupa Atma. Atma only. Atma. So, one who has thus discovered the joy in oneself does not have any more unhappiness caused by external contact of things. Such a person, therefore, who has discovered his ultimate happiness, does he need any more desire for himself to do anything or externally to achieve? Since it is not there, no karma. When there is no karma, there is no rebirth. There is no rebirth. That rebirth is not there, no bondage is there. So, Bandha Mochakaya Namaha, when the previous statement is made, is because he is Brahma-nishtaaya. Because he ever abiding in that everlasting eternal Brahman, which is Ananda, there is no more bondage, and such a person who has conquered bondage alone can teach others how to come out of it. Because it is aparoksha anubhuti. It's one's own experience of it. Otherwise, it's only vicarious. He said so, she said so, therefore it is true. What are you saying? Is it true according to you or according to something else? If somebody says according to Upanishad it is true, then give me the Upanishad. Why do you need? I need you. Give me the book. I will read myself. So Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam. Not only he should know by scriptures, but he should know by experience. So such a Mahatma was our Gurudev. A person of personal experience. And therefore, book is only an external means to explain. There is no dependence on the book. So when you read his commentaries, it's so unique and so experiential. It is not that, quoting from, like many of the professors write, So they write and then quote. They quote from all other professors. According to so-and-so, it is like this. According to so-and-so, like this. According to so-and-so, like this. Because those people have paid him for that. And they quote him only. They mutually quote each other. Quote. So, but what are you saying? So when Gurudev used to explain, he would only read the verse and close the book. That's it. Afterwards, his own understanding alone he will talk about. That's the style Chinmaya Mission has been. Keeping the book and reading. That is not the way to do things. If you have not thought about it, don't even come there. Once you have understood what it is, it has to become a personal understanding of whatever you are explaining. So it is seen in Gurudev that when he would explain the nature of Brahman or any of this subject matter, he just revel in that. He will revel in that state of awareness while explaining what it is. So that's why people were uplifted to a higher level of consciousness. Even the small children will listen with great attention because he will be able to elevate the awareness of everyone to a higher level. And that is why it is never boring. Whenever we listen to him, we would feel like listening to him more and more because that kind of an experience is so unique. Even those people who did not know what they are listening to also, they are lifted to a higher level. It is like you go and eat in a particular restaurant which is very famous. You don't know even what you are eating, but you will enjoy eating. But if only you know it, you can make it yourself. In the same way that Gurudev wanted all of us to not only experience the joy of listening to such a higher knowledge and higher awareness, but also able to lift ourselves to go there. That's why he insisted on study group and this and that, so that we can understand ourselves. And many years he spent in explaining to the people. And which was there before also. Even before Vyasa it was there. When you are chanting about, when it all began, Sadashiva Samarambam Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Bande Guru Paramparam Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya. So, Narayanam Padmabhavam Vasishtam Shaktim Cha Tattvaputra Parasharam Cha Vyasam Shukam Gauda Padam Mahantam Govinda Yoginda Adas Sishyam Tam Totakam Vartika Karamanyan Asmat Gurun Santadamanatosmi. All these Mahatmas, starting from Sadashiva or Narayana, whichever be the source which you would like to start with, from there on, this knowledge has been there. Vyasa is only a person who made it as an organized form of learning with compilation of books. Because it was there, but not in any organized format. So he was the first organizer, compiler. The knowledge until then was only spoken and heard from the teacher to the taught. It was not any documental evidence. So first documental evidence was thought of by the Vyasa. And afterwards there was a big gap until Shankaracharya came to re-establish that. After that, then again there was a big gap until Vivekananda came to modern times to make sure that the world comes to know about it. He was the first one who brought the entire knowledge to the world. Until then it was within the shores of in India. It was not known into anybody outside. Everybody thought that these people are living in dark ages. And he went across and then say, the knowledge that we have, you can't even think about it. My brothers and sisters of America, better understand, our knowledge is far, far, far higher than what you can even imagine. Then again, little gap, and then came the person like Gurudev who reawakened the spirit in India for among the people, educated people. Because Vivekananda's lifetime was very short after he came back. He couldn't do much in India. So Gurudev, and then thereafter, there are many other Mahatmas who came to follow the footsteps. And now what he had done as a revolution of explaining to the common man has caught fire in so many organizations, so many people now, almost every day, every part of the world is resounding with such knowledge being explained to people. It was not there before. This was not the case before Swami Chinmayananda came into the picture. There was so much of opposition, so much of protest against what he was doing, but he said, no matter what, this is Ishwara karma. I will have to do it. And I don't care if I will be beaten, if I will be stone pelted, I will be even criticized, ridiculed by the Pandits. But this is a must. This is a necessity of this time. It can no more be hidden from the people. Britishers have done enough of destruction already to this knowledge. So, therefore, he brought that renaissance, that new awareness. And then thereafter it continued. And now so many books are available in English itself. At that time, Gita knowledge was not available in English. That is, Rajaji one, and then Tilak and Mahatma Gandhi and few others wrote. But they wrote not strictly sticking to Shankaracharya's tradition. Tilak wrote also, but he wrote based upon that situation of the India at that time. Or Mahatma Gandhi wrote based upon his idea of, But Gurudev was the first person who wrote per the tradition. What Shankaracharya said, how he had explained it. And that he translated into English and said that this is relevant even today. Because his experience was so personal, Brahma-nishtaaya. So to that Mahatma, we offer our salutations. And the occasion is that we have a camp that is coming up, a week-long program. Please register yourself. The early bird has been extended to March 31st. So you can do that. That is July 30th to August 4th. So that is happening in San Diego, where he actually left his body. And a lot of people are expected to come and attend. So please do encourage your young families, couples, because they are the most confused one actually. There are 3-4 confusions they have. Number 1, about their career. Number 2, about their marriage. Number 3, after having married, what else? Children, all right, that they'll come. But then, what is the focus? How to balance between life and work and goal of life. Everyday life, everyday work, and what is that final destination I need to reach? That is still unclear. And then material education does not give that, unfortunately. So when we say Brahman or the moksha as a goal, many people don't even understand bondage. First of all, we don't understand bondage, but then we want to talk about the release of that. So there is a need for clarity. That's what they lack. Overwhelmed with their professional challenges and many other things, they are not able to have that long-lasting vision of life. When that is not there, they will be just handling present-day problems, immediate problems, and they think that that's all you need to do. And that's why they were around 40, 45, 50, suddenly they feel that, I have nothing, nothing interesting. There is no, Gurudev used to say, your goal must be that you will never be able to reach that. Then only there is a constant momentum. The momentum will be lost if your goal is short. Momentum will be lost when the goal is short. Momentum will continue only when your lofty goal is far high. It takes not only days and years, but lives to reach there. Then only there is a constant, enthusiasm to move forward. See, can you tell your child, let us say 2-year child, just one more year you grow and then stop? Can you? The child, when it becomes 3 years, it looks forward to become 4, then it looks forward to become 5. And so it reaches 20, that's sufficient? No. Further growth is there, right? How much you want to grow, it will keep growing. So that growth of a child, of course it is natural, that is happening, therefore we don't understand that. Just like the child's growth to become a boy or a girl and then become a teenager and then an adult, youth and then adult. So what happens is at some point of time, he said, that's it, done. Then we are looking only at the physical level. But the growth continues for the soul. The soul has no physical dimension to stop. It has to keep going until it reaches its final destination of merging with the highest. Just like I give the example of a river flowing, at some point of time, the river has to become an ocean. If it does not become an ocean, it is becoming a pond or a lake and stops and stagnates and dries up and dies. Right? The final destination of every drop of water that comes from the sky to the down is to reach ocean back, from where it originally started from. Every drop of water. But it is not happening to every drop of water. The drop of water falls on a hot surface, it's over there itself. But if it happens to fall onto a small hillock, and then it comes down as a stream, and then it comes to start to becoming a small canal. Then the canal joins into a small riverlet. Then riverlet slowly moves into become small another river. Then smaller river goes into the bigger river, and the huge river that is thereafter goes back all the way, serving people finally to the ocean. And then only it is complete. Similarly, the final destination has to be shown to the youth. That is your final destination. If that vision is not there, they will just imitate everybody else around. Stop there only. Is it not you send your child to the school and then say, after 10th grade you don't need to study. Then the fellow will have no enthusiasm to do anything. You need to become professional. You need to become that. And keep going, keep going, keep going. At some point of time, you don't need to tell. He knows what else to do. It is in the same way. Here, the spiritual practices should not end in doing just a puja and a mantra every day. I've done a job of chanting for you, Lord, for the day. Done. Bhagavan is waiting for you to do it. It is his demand. Is it a duty to do? No, it is the growth of the soul that we should keep in mind. It's not a daily puja I've done, I'm completed. For whose sake? So when we do not have that lofty vision, our action will become so limited. So that's the reason why we have to remind ourselves what is our higher goals. Where are we proceeding? Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Kaschid Dukkha Bhat Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari Om.